Volkswagen SEO audit. How about that? Let's have a look at our booster audit template. We're going to look at a few simple indicators: the mobile page speed, the desktop page speed, some things on Search Console. We look up the domain authority, have a look what Screaming Frog says about it, and maybe some other off-site items. I think we can go pretty quickly with this, but to use all these external tools. So first we go to the pagespeed.web.dev, 31%. So in our sheet we're filling in, I made some sliding scale to distribute 6 points, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we had 31, we end up with number 2. There you go, that's a poor score. You will be surprised to see how many websites score very poorly in this. 59 for the desktop performance. 59, merely a 3 points. So the website loading speed is not optimal at all. Below this outcome, you can actually find out what you need to do to improve this. They give you a list of suggestions you can look into. And reduce the impact of third-party code. Maybe they're tracking and testing too many things. There's basic things such as specifying the image height and height on the page. This is all typical technical SEO things that you can improve or ask your web developer to improve on your website. A small side note on this: the page speed is something you can test for every single page of your website. So by default we take the home page as a reference, but it's interesting to also review category pages and typical product or service landing pages. Then Google Search Console. At this moment I don't have access to the Google Search Console of Volkswagen, so I can only tell briefly about it. You can have a look in the statistics of the organic traffic and see quickly if the users this year are more than last year. It's a very simple check, something we can do, and we will assign some number of points to that. Search Console is, I think, the best resource to look up 404 errors, non-existing pages. It's an important one, and most accurate, I find so in my experience. So we'll give a ponderation to that. So we'll leave it in the middle for now. Still need to work that section out in more detail. Then what else we have? The domain authority. That's something we can look up. It's a number that Moz has. I don't know, MOSH, don't know if they invented it or is it something that comes from Google originally. Ahrefs has another value for it. Just let's throw it in and see. What's the output of that? Up to 3 reports per day in the free version. We're back. In the Screaming Frog tool, on the sidebar bar, you see the overview. Next tab are issues. And I think there we can find our indicators to get a quick idea of how good is the technical SEO of this website. There's a summary of opportunities, warnings, and issues. The issues are items that really needs solving. So, and there's a prioritization. So there's I issue priority high, medium, and low. Generally, the opportunities are low, the warnings are medium, and the issues are high priority. So I thought it would be a pretty cool indicator to count the number of issues with high priority. Here's a list of, I don't know, 20 or 30 different SEO, technical SEO features, items, you name it, potential issues that should be addressed. And I can name a few, but it's complicated to explain these. You know, this is pretty technical. I'll do my best. But let's have a look at the issues we see here. Response code, internal client error. This is like a server warning. Can be a 404 error as well. So again, the 404 errors, this is stuff they get better listed in Google Search Console. I clicked on it and then you can see here where we actually see the error. This is like an impossible URL. Looks very strange. A slash and then a .html. That is really weird. It's like empty page, whatever. A 404 error. Obviously, this is a selection of the website, only up to 500 URLs. So you will not find all warnings, but there are pages which have been online indexed and then it caused an error. So you solve this. Find that out and solve that. Another one, header 1 missing. This is a issue, medium issue. Each web page has its own a structure to tell the search engines what are the headings of the page, and there is always a header 1 expected. Header 1. Header 2, couple of headers 3, header 4, header 5 perhaps. If this structure is not logical, then something is not good. So this header 1 is missing on this number of pages. That's something that needs to be solved. These are examples. Let's see if we have more examples. Let's look into yeah, this is a typical one also. Meta description missing.